Boruto 2 Blue Vortex has officially started, and after a lengthy wait, we have finally seen our favorite characters return, but this time as adults. Boruto has definitely had a good run over the last 6 years, but the series was in desperate need of a new direction. That is why, following the end of the first section of the series, a completely new manga began. So how exactly has everything changed now after the time skip, especially for the main character of the story, Boruto Uzumaki? If you're thinking about the same thing, then this video is for you. So without any further delay, let's get started. The chapter begins with a 4-year jump showing the group as adults and introducing the personification of evil, Code. Several noteworthy events happened in chapter 80 of the Boruto manga. For starters, Boruto is falsely accused of Naruto's murder. Shikamaru then makes an announcement that reveals Boruto's supposed wrongdoing, which deeply affects Sarada. Meanwhile, Mitsuki sets out to finish off Boruto while Ada questions Kawaki's strategy. Sasuke assures Sarada that he would defend Boruto in the midst of the mayhem. However, the situation worsens as Code seeks vengeance and Kawaki seeks to eliminate Boruto. One of the biggest surprises in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 1 happened right at the start. When everyone got to see Sarada Uchiha outside the Hokage office, it was great to see her new look right away. Sarada's design had already been hinted at in promotional images for the series, and fans appeared to be completely smitten with how cool it looked. Fans finally got a fair look at it in the first chapter, and the design is clearly one that divides them. What Sarada is wearing does not appear to be a ninja suit, as has been the case with the great majority of Ikemoto designs. Instead, she appears to be a pop star, which was the illustrator's design choice for whatever the reason. Fans can only hope that when the anime implements her new design, it does better. Regardless, Sarada's design was hardly the biggest surprise for admirers in this scene. It was the choice of Konoha's 8th Hokage. After the news of Naruto Uzumaki's death became known, fans discovered that Shikamaru had been appointed as the village's 8th Hokage. Shikamaru was seen wearing the Hokage cloak, instructing Sarada to let go of Boruto because he is a criminal. Sarada, as he claims, has not been acting like a proper shinobi, which may jeopardize her prospect of becoming Hokage in the future. Konohamaru appears to be Shikamaru's helper at this point based on his appearance. We also got to see something about Ada's powers as well in the latest chapter of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. While Shikamaru certainly made an impression as the 8th Hokage by telling Sarada that Boruto will be regarded as criminal regardless of what she does, viewers saw Sarada's determination to never give up on her comrade. She is eager to discover a means to undo the alterations that occurred on that terrible day. Along with Sumire, fans saw Sarada return to Ada in the hopes of finding a new method to undo all of the changes. Unfortunately, she was confronted with more bewilderment because Ada had no method of undoing the alterations. Even if Sarada did tell everyone about the power of omnipotence and how their memories had been rewritten, she claims that no one would believe her because the entire world's memories had been altered, with Sarada and Sumire being the only exceptions. Naturally, one would conclude that they are the ones who are incorrect and that no one's memories can be altered in any way. In Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 1, Ikemoto also decided to sow seeds of distrust between these two sides. Ada seemed to be questioning whether Sarada and Sumire are actually drawn to her. As Shikamaru already stated, if she figures it out, Daemon may try to eliminate them. And if that happens, their entire plot would be thwarted. For the time being, Sarada and Sumire are pretending to be attracted to her while also getting near to a solution to Boruto's predicament. But that's not all. We also got to see Kawaki and Mitsuki. The two appear to be having a conversation, with Kawaki being rather cold to him. As promised, Mitsuki now believes that Kawaki is his mentor, the guy who would guide him to his true self. However, it looks that even Mitsuki is beginning to doubt himself, given that Kawaki does not give him the same sense that Boruto previously did. When it comes to Kawaki, his new design was also properly shown to the public, and it is an edgier version of his old self as expected. We also saw him visit the Daikokuten dimension where Naruto and Hinata are presently sleeping. Of course, nothing has changed. To the viewer's astonishment, things began to move quite quickly as Konoha was instantly attacked by Code. Using the Grimes, he decided to move rapidly, and thus the village war began. Code confessed that he was hunting for none other than Boruto Uzumaki and that his search had lasted 3 years. Sarada tried her best against the Grimes, and Konoha quickly launched their counterattack, believing that Code had finally returned with all his rage. Naturally, his purpose is to destroy Konoha and send a message to Boruto Uzumaki. And then came the part which everyone was waiting for quite a long time, the return of Boruto Uzumaki to Konoha. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex most thrilling moment came at the final moments of the chapter, when Boruto unexpectedly returned to Konoha, giving fans a proper look at his new design after the time skip. Boruto appears to have matured significantly, not only in terms of his physical appearance but also in terms of his power. He effortlessly stepped in front of Code and promptly stepped on his face. Boruto made his presence known and the entire village was on the hunt for the Hokage killer. Meanwhile, Kawaki arrived on the scene quickly and a three-way confrontation between these characters seemed to be on the cards. When it comes to the plot points, the first chapter of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex isn't very surprising. Everything is predictable, but that does not diminish the impact. This was all required setup to get us into the mood of the world, having gone on with Ada's omnipotence reality. One immediate difference between 2 Blue Vortex and its Boruto precursor is that more of the characters have more defined roles. One of the most serious issues with the Boruto manga was that it was entirely focused on Boruto and Kawaki. As Code and the other villains were being developed, there was little room for other characters to grow. Naruto was truly fortunate to have the development time he did. That's because the opening chapter of 2 Blue Vortex focuses on the status of Konoha Gakure after the time skip. Boruto and Kawaki are definitely still the series' driving forces, but it was refreshing to see Sarada Uchiha, Sumire Kake, Shikamaru Nara, Himawari Uzumaki, and others shine. Shikamaru becoming the 8th Hokage in Naruto's absence is a significant change in the status quo. Masashi Kishimoto has always envisioned Shikamaru as someone who can take on the role of Hokage. Even if Shikamaru likes to work in a support role, he has definitely evolved as a leader and someone in whom people have faith. Shikamaru as Hokage also serves as a good alternative to Sarada's position as one of the only persons who is aware of the previous chronology. Sarada is, in more ways than one, following in Naruto's footsteps. For one thing, Kishimoto emphasizes that Sarada is still a genin, and her faith in Boruto, as Naruto did in Sasuke, was a fun way to keep this aspect of her character alive. Even though she has not interacted with Naruto in the same manner that Boruto or Kawaki have, Sarada now feels like she has her own storyline rather than being a mere supporting character as she was in the original Boruto manga. Sarada's significance is enhanced by Kishimoto's positioning of her and Sumire as crucial in destroying the omnipotence or defeating Ada if she takes an evil turn. This subplot has a lot of tension because while Sarada and Sumire explains why they know about the past timeline, Damon demonstrates that he is dubious of them. This immediately elevates Sarada and Sumire's subplot with Ada and Damon to the level of a story arc to rival Boruto versus Kawaki and Code. On the Kawaki front, we can see that while he maintains his composure, he is also concerned about the reality generated by Ada's omnipotence. This ties in with Kawaki's solitary mindset, which, unlike Boruto, remains. He did not grow up with buddies or in a team like Boruto. Ada's omnipotence could not cure this because Kawaki retains all of his memories. This is especially noticeable in how Kawaki continues to check in on Naruto and Hinata in the dimension they are locked in. Boruto's appearance towards the end of the chapter was also extremely well handled. Boruto has certainly changed a lot in the 2 years since we last saw him. The happy-go-lucky prodigy has vanished. We now have a badass shinobi who has learned a great deal from Sasuke. It's not just his abilities but also the way he carries himself. Ikemoto does an excellent job of portraying Boruto as having a similar aura to Sasuke in the time skip. It will be interesting to observe how this affects his relationships over the course of the series. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know what you guys think of it in the comments below. If you found the video interesting, then give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn the notification bell on so that good anime content never passes you by. Thanks for watching the video and see you in the next one.